Mr.P.G.Chitte, working as an assistant professor in mechanical engineering department in Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today we are discussing in the third session methodologies or the steps in additive manufacturing in the course 3D printing. What are the learning outcomes? The students will be able to describe the steps or the methodologies in additive manufacturing. These are the content. First we will discuss what we have discussed in the last session. Just we will have the overview of the last session, and after that the steps or the methodologies in additive manufacturing. Now we have discussed in the last session the need of additive manufacturing, which consists of the different components. Mainly in the need of additive manufacturing we have discussed with respect to the product life cycle management. It consists of definitely the design, after that the production and the application. Take any product life cycle management, it may be a conventional process or it may be additive manufacturing process. It definitely consists of the design, production and the application with respect to the customer. The first stage in any product life cycle management, that will be the customer survey, and after that only there will be the need of the new idea. After that, after generation of the new idea, we are defining the particular statement, we are defining the problem. With respect to that, we are synthesizing a 3D model with respect to the computer aided designing softwares. We have to validate, we have to optimize that 3D model. So there is a need of finite element analysis with the help of different softwares like ANSYS, LS-DYNA, Nastron. We can develop the finite element analysis, that will be the stress strain analysis or the stress test relationship, or we can develop also the deformation of any mechanical component. After that, there is a one we can call it as the component which is called as documentation and drawing, that is called as computer aided drafting. Whenever we are presenting any 3D model or assembly, we are presenting that a design with the help of computer aided drafting sheet. Definitely whenever after the optimizing and the validating of the design, we are going to the planning, not going to the directly to the manufacturing, because we have to decide what are the different machine tools we have to use, what are the different raw materials or the tools we have to use, sequence of cutting operations we have to use. That we can decide it in the computer aided process planning. After generation of that root sheet in the computer aided process plan, we can say that the raw material and the tool that we can decide, and that we can provide it in the different manufacturing processes with respect to the CNC machine tools. Definitely there will be the use of CNC program in the CNC machine tools. After that, whenever there will be the development of the product, it will be checked by the quality control engineer. After checking of that product, it will be provided to the customer hand. After discussing the conventional cycle, this is the product life cycle with respect to additive manufacturing. There are different types of processes which is not included in the additive manufacturing because no use of those processes. So definitely we can say there is a lot of time saving in the additive manufacturing processes. For example, no use of computer aided drafting sheet, no use of computer aided process planning, because the raw material and the tools that we are using it in the additive manufacturing, that will be same. Yes, so directly after validating the design and the 3D model, directly it will be provided to the 3D printing machine tools, and the product that will be developed, that will be checked with the help of quality control engineer, and the final product that will be provided to the customer by packing all those components. So up till now we have discussed the need of additive manufacturing processes, that is the overview of the last session. Now in this session what we are discussing? We are discussing the methodologies in the additive manufacturing. What are the steps in the additive manufacturing? There are mainly the three steps. Just give me a minute. There are mainly the three steps. First of all, the first step will be the pre-processing. The second step will be the processing. And the third step will be the post-processing. In the pre-processing, we have to generate the concept, we have to generate the design that will be act as the prerequisite to the additive manufacturing machine tool. We have to generate computer aided design 3D model with the help of the CAD softwares like maybe the CATIA or maybe the SolidWorks, any software you can use. After the provision of the 3D model, sometimes there is a requirement of the 3D scanner. Maybe sometimes it is not possible to develop the particular component with the help of a CAD softwares. So we can scan those components with the help of 3D scanner. After that, we have to validate the design. So there is a requirement of computer aided engineering, that is finite element analysis. Different types of softwares like ANSYS, LSN and Nastron, Autodesk Fusion 360, those softwares we can use to validate the design, to find out the stress strain relationship, to find out the thermal efficiencies, to find out the fluid flow. Yes, so after validating those design, yes, we can go to the next. If suppose you are developing a 3D model in the CATIA, that will be saved with respect to the CAD part, that is .CAD part. But that file extension that will not be used in the additive manufacturing. So .stl, that is the file extension, that will be correct. .stl, that is standard tessellation language, that is a file extension that will be used in the additive manufacturing. We have to set up the machine before the producing the component. We have to decide what is the layer thickness. We are using the rastering pattern. What are the different support structure that will be that should be provided in the processing, because we are developing the product with respect to the different additive manufacturing, with respect to the application in the processing stage. After the setting the machine, now the actual layer by layer manufacturing that will be developed in the processing operation. Yes, so the closed loop, that is to take the 3D model from the CAD software, converting into the maybe the .stl or maybe the .obj with respect to the data exchange format, and providing it to the additive manufacturing machine tool, so that there will be the development of the product by layer approach. Now, what is the need of post processing in the additive manufacturing? Definitely, whenever we are providing the support structure to the product, to providing the support for the particular product, we have to remove that particular support structure material from the end product. Maybe there will be the use of some of the heat treatment, maybe there may be the use of curing process, or maybe the sintering process, or maybe the quenching process. These are different types of heat treatments. Sometimes we have to provide the surface finish. We have to remove the support structure from the end product, and at the last the aesthetic improvement, that is very much necessity for the end product. So what we can say, that there are the three steps in the additive manufacturing. First one, that is pre-processing, in which we are developing some of the 3D model with respect to the CAD software. We are validating the CAD model with respect to the computer aided engineering or the FEA analysis. We are converting that particular 3D model with respect to the data exchange format or the specific format like .stl, that is standard tessellation language. that is the only format that is used in the additive manufacturing, because 3D model, if suppose we are inserting that particular 3D model into the manufacturing, there will be the huge data loss if we are using the same data exchange format, like for example dot, maybe the DWG, or maybe dot cat part or the dot cat. Yes, that will be the mistake. We should avoid those mistakes. So dot STL that we can use. We have to decide the layer thickness. After that, in the processing stage, the main component that is developed with the help of layer by layer approach. In the post processing, some of the post processing processes that may be required, for example, to remove the support structure with the help of the pliers. Otherwise, provide the some of the surface finishing processes, improve the aesthetic of the component so that the end product that may be used by the customer with the proper satisfaction. This is the question. Just think about this. What are the different stages in 3D printing? Already we have discussed. Mainly there are 3 stages: pre-processing, processing and the post-processing. These are the references. Thank you.